This poor goose has a block of ice bound to its neck, and it can't break loose. It's a strange and horrible sight. The goose tries desperately to free itself, but with each neck-wrenching attempt, it only causes itself more pain. This is one of many Canadian geese that live here in Fort Erie, Canada. Dozens of them have been collared with large ID tags. Unfortunately, these collars are susceptible to forming ice crystals, and before you know it, huge balls of ice are being lugged around by the geese.
As soon as they go in the water, it forms ice and it's weighting them down. It's the collar that's stuck in the ice. Those stupid collars.
Roy Pastorius of the local SPCA arrives on the scene to help the frozen fowl. But for some, there is no hope because the ice on the lake is too thin to support the weight of a rescuer.
Right now it is a serious problem because we can't reach it. The ice is not safe for anyone to go out on.
And according to Roy, the ID tags are just part of the problem. Normally, the geese would fly south for the winter where it's warmer. But instead, they have decided to put up with the harsh cold because they are being fed. Roy tries to convince the locals to stop feeding the birds, but it's not that easy.
And you're sitting here blaming us for feeding them?
I'm not blaming anybody for feeding them. No.
In the farmers' cornfields.
And that's why they shouldn't be fed here. They'll find feed on their own.
It's just because this year is an exception this winter because we've had a really cold winter.
They were here last year too, and they had ice on them.
They've been here for years.
And they wouldn't be. They'd be down south where they belong.
How can you say that?
Because it's true. They migrate.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
As sad as it is, some of these birds can't be rescued. The large chunks of ice that form around their necks act as anchors, making it impossible for the geese to keep their heads afloat. But the good news is some of them are rescued. Today, Roy is able to trap one and remove the ID tag that could have turned into a killer collar.
There you go.
Authorities are trying to change the way the geese are being tagged. Even though the large collars are still being used by some, safer ankle bands are being used by others. So hopefully, with public awareness and help from the SPCA, we won't have to see any geese in a situation like this ever again.